plugged in. Give it to me with the cable. I don't want to plug in one. Because I have to charge it over there. Probably will merge if you connect it here because since it's already connected over there. Okay. It will merge. Thank you. Let me connect this. So yeah, that most of it. I was able to zoom in. Huh, I was thinking how to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Cool.
I'm doing OBS, Zoom, YouTube, and Zoom itself.
OBS, YouTube, and Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay. So you have it handled, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I learned how to do it properly. Right now it's working. I hope it works along the presentation.
It starts at what, 1:30?
Yep.
Okay. The microphone's working.
What?
The microphone. Where's that?
Yeah, the microphone is here. Right now it's starting.
Oh, okay, yeah. From here, we can signal, so.
Yep.
So, does this guy close this thing? Close it over there. Here, power. All right.
this is here. Probably should make this here. I need
Like
to
to make it closer, right?
I need to lock. I need the chairs. Sitting back there. So we'll go here. That kind of need whiteboard here. Here, need the clicker. Get that done. Long enough. Need an extension cord?
Oh, yeah, the one, yes, sir.
You have one?
I got one.
Okay.
It's gonna look sharp, it's gonna look sharp.
Yeah, you need to shove a tequila before I go on. I guess.
I'll bring it, I'll go bring it.
I don't drink.
He's gonna be like, what do you mean you got wine? I'll be like,
I wonder if she's feeling better today.
no, I didn't say I drink. I said I have a bottle of wine. I didn't say I was drinking wine.
It's good one. It's good one. Too sweet for me,
You
but.
might think I am, but I feel just like you. I feel like, I'm doing this. Okay, you know how you were saying this a little minutes ago? I'm doing 3 things at one time. That's me. Except for doing like 10. Okay, so I talked to Ray Monstello.
Yes.
He didn't have the login system right now. He was gonna try to get it to me before the end of today, and if not, Tuesday. Yeah, but I'm gonna go put the card back on your desk. These forms could be for his file. Where did I put this file? Oh, here it is, right here.
It's ready, Miss Reynolds.
Ready?
¿Mis canciones? Adiós, pero de gente.
Esto lo podemos saber por el Zoom, ¿verdad?
Sí, por el Zoom o por el
O
YouTube.
YouTube también.
Ujú.
Okay.
It's live right now, it's live on YouTube.
Good, good, good. Usted va a ver aquí. Tú vas a convertirlo en diferentes. Good job.
Camera and slices, camera and slices, and switch.
Es mucho la diferencia. Es muy bonito. The last one.
Bueno,
Mucho de
sí.
Es más trabajo, pero así te desea.
Más
Más
claro.
interaction. Y de vez tiene los QR codes y todo eso.
Sí, eso no tiene. people will be watching Zoom like this.
So they'll see both of those.
Hmm.
And where's,
And YouTube,
right?
they will be, right now they are seeing this, but afterwards they will be seeing whether it's your camera or the presentation. I will be switching.
Okay,
That's going to be able for you to see on this screen, right?
right?
So you will be, let's see, watching me switching in between cameras and
then-
stuff. What you will do with the documents,
Right.
sheets, is control,
Right.
and the same thing you do with
Right.
your normal mouse over
Okay.
there. And you move around.
Right, I move the screen, right?
Exactly. So just like that, okay? I hope, Ms. Reynolds, I did my best right now. It's going to be better, better and better and better.
You're doing great.
I'm a little bit stressed, but I hope it works.
Does it go backwards?
Okay, now just a click, and it gives you the next one.
So how do we go backwards?
If you want, just click in
Just,
here.
I have to go click here.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, you're in control. Okay, I'll just do it. Okay.
Piece of or two of yours.
It'll work great, Nick. Don't worry about it. Show must go on.
Let's see.
So, half the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta follow the bouncing ball.
Yes, sir. So this is 100% charged. The normal way. I will leave this in here for you. So is it good in here? Do you want it here?
No, that's fine.
Yes, okay.
I probably turn it a little bit
That.
this way so I can see it more this way. And then I can go to the board, go all the way to here. Okay.
Everybody else is cash poor.
All right, we're gonna go live in a minute, so you're gonna keep an eye on things and all that stuff?
I'll go over there too. Yeah, you were, you put mine.
3 minutes.
This was, she's talking to my husband. What do you mean?
Is he a husband?
Husband?
No, I said he's not a husband.
No.
He's a husband.
You've met him.
Likewise, man, appreciate you, man. Wish you prosper.
And he's strong enough to
Eric,
put it with you. It's good.
where did you get these numbers?
Beat him up.
Why does, I don't understand.
You gonna play with this, watch it on the TV and all that stuff?
What was that? Yeah, I'm gonna put them on.
Okay. You wanna put it on theirs, or how were you guys gonna do it?
I was gonna put it on over there also, because I think it's good, because they hear it, as we, like, when you start pushing certain things, I see the phones light up.
Well, that's what we wanna do. Let's hope they light up today. Crazy woman's asking for you, sir.
This is more important. So, okay.
See, my thing is, as these things go bigger, too bad I'm not looking at that. Okay? Because, well, I'll see it here anyway, right? So,
Where are you, yeah, so you're gonna focus on that one right now?
I have no choice. That one's too tiny for a distance. Maybe it'll look better when I get it up there, so.
Okay.
Is there anybody on YouTube waiting? Anybody on Zoom?
YouTube, 3 people here in Zoom. We have 9 people.
Okay, and then I'll get more from there. Okay.
They are joining. So, would you like me to wait a little bit, or shall we start right now?
We got to close the door and start and give it our best and let God do the rest.
I'll check. So you're on Zoom and YouTube, right? I'll jump onto YouTube a little first.
Make sure we're doing what needs to be done.
Just here, you'll see me log out. That means I've already put that means I checked it. Okay. I'll check it on Zoom. I'll send you a message on Zoom.
This
So
is
you'll see
here.
it, right?
Is there any way to put that right there? Is that something could be done before or no?
You want this like this table?
This here, right there in front of me. If that's possible, I don't know. If it's not possible, I'll leave it alone.
This one, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got it.
Is that good here?
Yes. See, that helps.
Much better?
A lot better. Perfect. And I'm going to be the one clicking, right? And I can click or use the arrow, and that's it.
And you use the control key.
Right, the control, that's just to make it bigger, okay? And you don't want me to use the clicker at all,
No, sir.
okay?
Just the mouse.
All right. Ready?
We're ready. 1, 2, and
All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what today is? It's Analyzation Day. I need to analyze you, see where you're at, and tell you what you need to do. What a concept. You see, here's the problem with this world today. Every one of you have a little idea. And all these people that are experts going blah, blah, blah. Let's go back to basics. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I got that nickname off KNX Radio. I've been on there 49 years. Kind of fun. You know what really weird? All right, I set up the system and helped basically the back of the dashboards. In other words, when I came up with the 25-20 rule, every dashboard uses it today. In other words, I was training Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW in Experian. You see, every credit card you got in your pocket, your purse or wallet today, you jack it up. You get stuck. You can't get any more. And what do? You back yourself and family in a corner. And then you're going on, what? Let's talk about you today. I got a chance to change your life if you want me to. And you might want to listen to me just a little bit because I brought in millions and billions and all those goodies. And that's the goal. All right, the truth. You got your tab and pen ready? You ready to begin? What we're going to do is play. And you see, we got to play today and have some fun. Now let's understand. This is live. If you have a question or two, ask the question, type it out. We can go live and open the mic too. Let's see if you can challenge me today. You see, I get kind of bored. In the beginning, I'm going to say no pictures or recording. But I do want you to have your cell phone ready because there's a couple of pages I want you to do and look at for me. Okay? So the bottom line is no pictures or recording in the beginning because what you do is you take pictures or things and record you don't even pay attention to. There's some highlights I want you to look at today. And that's the ultimate goal as we play this game. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? See, goodies to me are getting like the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris and the mansions. And I like those things because it's kind of fun. But let's go back to this. You see, I'm one of these guys that create and do all my goals. When I write them down, I actually follow through. And I accomplish every one of them. 1981, highest kick, fastest kick. All right, in planet Earth. You heard of planet Earth, right? So when you hear some ding-dong saying white man can't jump, that's kind of dumb. What do you think? Now, again, we get some goodies. Here's my problem I had in the 80s. They kept telling me my loan-to-value problem. Well, I created something called division process. Every time I found a problem, I came up with a solution. Now, I did ask the grown-ups when I was a kid what needs to be done, and all I heard from them was blah, 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 blah. See, I don't think they know what they're talking about. When I was a kid, I thought all grown-ups were stupid. I grew up and realized they were kind of stupid. Isn't that terrible? Now, my first series, after I brought in my first billion, by the way, by the time I was 21, it was winning the game of business. See, to me, I turned this as a game as a kid. I started my first corporation for 10 bucks. I was 9.5. I got credit cards in the mail. It was kind of fun. Then I got, what am I going to do now? See, let's understand today, rules and tools. Winning the game of business. I want you to think about you today. Let's think about you sitting there like a duck and a sheep. Sorry, most people follow what other people do and they kind of screw it up. Let's do this. Let's think about what happens about time. I'd like you to think about something today about time that you have basically 8 months before you have a no shit day, week, month, or year. That's right. Oh, shit. That's what happens to all of us. You lose your job today. What is it? Oh, shit. What do you do now? How do I feed the family? I put the house and the car and the kids. Ah! And then you fight with your spouse. That's going to happen because that's what happens all the time. So what do we got? We got 8 months before we have, oh, shit. That means we better find an income. We better find an income. And the problem we got is very simple. All right, we're going to basically fall off the cliff. What do? What did you do? You took your credit cards, you jacked them up, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You see, what happens is very simple. Because of your lack of knowledge, you don't understand how credit really works. All right, the whole world's like a bunch of amateurs doing a half-assed you-know-what job. These don't fluctuate. These do. All cards fluctuate. That means if you pass 29%, the rules and tools I established in 87, 89, very simple, then your score drops. But if you have an oh shit day, week, month, or year and use these, they don't fluctuate at all. Paid over time limit as well up to $1 million. This is how you maintain a 750 score during an oh shit day, week, month, or year. See, what happens is we all have this. We can relate to the truth, and that's the ultimate goal. As we go through this process today, we're going to learn. So let's understand something to play the game. You got 8 months, and during that 8 months, you got to find a way to get an income to pay your bills. I'm going to show you different ways, okay? Now, Nick, could you go get me that thing that I turned upside down for me, please? The hourglass I left there. I didn't have enough hands today. Okay, it's right on the back of my desk. So what do? Let's think about something today. Very simple. All right, we got basically what? All right, the hourglass that turns upside down. Okay, we have 8 months. 8 months before we have a what? All I know is as a kid, I got used and abused and it kind of sucked. I didn't like that. It didn't make any sense to me. So here's what we're going to do. If we analyze you, and this is the ultimate goal. Let's say this is an analyzation sheet, okay? I've analyzed 50 million people so far in my lifetime. Every client I've ever had out of the millions of clients, I get to know them all. That's right. Well, I have total recall on those things. An IQ of 203. Hell, why not? I wrote with both hands at the same time. So we give you an analysis sheet. What are we going to do? We're going to show you exactly what needs to be done step by step. Since I'm the guy that helped set up the system behind the scenes, the Yarble, and all this before TRW Experian, you might just want to listen just a little bit. You see, here's a 639, and now it's an 828. You see, I want the score to go up, and away. So we're going to go over these today with some of you today as well. And the reality is to help everybody we can. And that's the ultimate goal as we play this game. So again, what do? Now let's think of common sense. If today you and I are on the phone together or in person, and I pulled your 3 credit reports, Experian, Chadro, and Equifax, and I analyze them, I can tell you step by step what needs to be done. My goal is going to give you a 750 score, 750, okay? And I'll guarantee it too. But again, what do we have to do? We have to rebuild it. This credit repair thing's a lie. Why? Because it's against federal law. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says so. The Credit Repair Act says so. But they're all going their caps backwards on TikTok and Google and YouTube, going blah, blah, blah. What a joke. Now let's understand something. I want you to write down $100,000. Can you do that right now? $100,000 of credit, personal. Please write it down. You're going to think it's terrible. No, it's too much. Stop. Your problem is you, okay? If you have $100,000 of credit, and we take these cards, and we do the 29% rule that I created years ago, what does that do? All right, 100,000, that's $29,000. That gives us 71,000 of safety credit. Now, 71,000 is about an average year to support a family. Maybe on a budget a little too, but guess what we get to do? We don't drop our score, we don't stuck to get any more. Problem is you not knowing how to play the game. So let's understand rules and tools. All cards fluctuate, but two. They don't fluctuate. What do we get to do? We get to learn how to balance it. 100,000 of credit. Now, the next problem we have with most people, probably you, is you want to start a business or you have a business. And you took the money and the credit from your family to start it. I call that silly and dumb, by the way. Very simple to do. What we have to do is make a list of all your creditors right now. Let's cut everything out we don't need. Okay, now here's our thing. The average person wastes $50 every other day. Probably you as well. $50 every other day. Okay, what did we do? Do you know $5,000 on this card is $50 a month? So what you waste or kind of I call piss away, you could have maintained that credit score. Your problem is your lack of knowledge, and that's what happens to everybody. They're lacking knowledge, and that's the problem. We cut out everything we don't need. Now, the next thing is, if you want to get to million to billionaire, you have to get a corporation. And half you probably have one. I got an LLC, I got a C Corp, stop. Supreme Court public record says a corporation is a legal person. A legal what? I'm person flesh, ow, ow, that might hurt. But a corporation is a legal person of law. But I'm not here to be safe an attorney. So what do? You got a corporation, fantastic. You think it protects you, that's called silly and dumb. Your corp's on the Secretary of State's website. Your name's there. Your officers. And you're on the bank account. When they sue the corp, they sue you. So we have to understand, how do we separate the pieces? Let's go to the board for a second. Let's understand something. I have a problem in 1984. Okay, 1984. All right, I have all these, I have Subway restaurants, I have donut stores, I have Shakey's Pizzas, I got shopping centers, I got storage units, all the things that I have. And what do I need to do? Well, my problem is California, they want $800 per corporation. That would have cost me $100,000 a month because I brought in millions and billions. $800 to $100,000, are you kidding me? So I got permission to modify a form, and it's been modified 5 times over the years, and every city and state accepts it. So does the bank. It's called a division process. You see, if your corporation is here and you create divisions, the goal is the division is the line of defense. This division is going to have a house. This might have a fourplex. Okay? This could have a donut store. This could have whatever it needs to be. If we can create a line of defense, it gives us the ability not to bring the pain to the corporation or to you and your family. The problem is the world's not teaching you the truth. But I will, if you allow me to. Now, the next thing about a division is very simple. Back in '88, all right, I wanted to create more credit. Each division is entitled to its own credit file. If you got, like me, I got 6 kids and a bunch of grandkids. Each one of them have files, right? If a corporation is a legal person, public record, it has divisions, they have files too. You can take one credit card, and you can daisy chain it 99 times. How many would you like? This is 100,000. If I got 9 more, is that $1 million? So if we're going to build a true business, we better understand a lot of stuff. You got all these ding-dongs on TikTok. You got to use this trick, this, shut the door. It's called stupid. I'm online up to 6 days a week, live and in person. You got it? I got 33 million people I've got into billionaire and 31 billionaires. I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. So if we have a division process that allows us to create up to 1 million of credit off one card, and there's only 10 cards to play with anyway. And the reason we have to analyze you is you screwed up. You all screwed up. You have screwed up 50 times in your life because you didn't know any better. That's your excuse. I didn't know any better, Ray. Stop it. Okay, all you do is find me. I've been out in the public's eye. I was the 2nd largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years. At the Los Angeles Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night in Long Beach. So I got no BS to give you. Don't give me your BS. I'll rebuild you my way. I'll get you to millionaire. Write it down. I will guarantee you millionaire status to the corporation if you do what you're told. Millionaire status. But again, it's going to be up to you. As we structure this, it's very simple. Corporation's going to have 9 divisions to daisy chain credit. Write down 9 divisions to daisy chain credit.
We're going to have 9 divisions because we're going to get storage units, laundromats, car washes, Wendy's restaurants, Jack in the Box. I'm going to teach you how to be a puppet master, okay? And we'll go into that in more detail as well. So as we do this correctly. If we do this correctly, let's understand. I now need, listen carefully, I need $100,000 in corporate credit. Listen carefully. Corporate credit does not show up on personal credit file. Only one card does, and that is a Spark Capital One. Shows up on personal credit. That's it. All other cards don't show up at all. Got it? So if we take this $10 million right here, and we want to daisy chain it to 100 million, that's what I've done before. I brought in my first billion at 21, 2.6 billion at 26. So let's have some fun. You ready to play some more? So what do we get to do? We get to build corporate credit. Debt offsets taxes. So we have to understand something. We're going to finance the business off its own merit because it's a legal what? Person, public record again. Not here to be seeking attorney. Now, here's what I did with basically people all the time. I put you in a partnership. If you want to partner with me, I'll do all the work. And the difference is I'll build you the credit to partner the money into the program. We'll buy a Wendy's, a storage unit, a laundromat, and a hotel, turn it to an apartment complex like we help basically guide people like Linda all the time to do. So again, these are things that are happening now. So we get to play. We bought a company and we want to get you a storage unit. If I get you lined up for a storage unit and you do what you're told to do, what we're going to do is basically split income. If I build you enough, let's $200,000 into the storage unit escrow. Your corporate division is part of the escrow. That means you're going to take some of the corporate credit. We're going to finance your deposit. The escrow closes, and now your entity, your division, is part of the escrow. There's forensic accountants, and you get to watch the whole thing. So nothing screws up besides you not following through. You see, I like creating auto income. I created in the 80s for me. Auto income. We'll go into that as more as you keep listening to more too. So again, we shared this with a client. Their cut, that means their income per month, is $17,350. Is that a good income for the corporation? But then all of a sudden, that's our income for one of our divisions. We do more projects. Okay. See, the goal is to get to $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month. Well, there's your goal. Write it down. But Ray Reynolds will help me get to $100,000 a month, period. And there's your goal. The goal is very simple from here. Before you run out of your 8 months and oh shit happens, oh shit day, week, month, or year, bottom line is you might want to plan the problem. Because when you don't plan the problem, you get your asses kicked. Every one of you can relate to that. But again, are you aggressive? Do you want to go get the goodies? Do you want to have a oh shit day? All I know is this. If you lost your job, oh shit. You had an emergency, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So we all understand. If we use the wrong card, we jack it up, get stuck, can't get any more. So if we learn the rules and tools and the discipline, we can get to that 750 score, rebuild the credit, not repair it, it's not broken, and do the truth. And the reality is now you'll never have a problem again. See, you have screwed up your credit 4 times in your life so far, if not more. You've already done that. So we have to think about the mindset. For me, it was very simple. If I could touch it, I could kick it. I was kicking the door jam at 10. At T-Week Junior High in Costa Mesa, in the 8th grade, I was kicking the basketball hoop going, nyeh, and the registered newspaper took a picture and goes, oh, white boys can jump. Yeah, why not? So I never knew I was doing something everyone else couldn't do. I was just doing what I could do. So let's do this. Let's write down, see it, believe it, go get it. Okay? Because that's how it works for me. It's what I created as a kid. What I see, I make, and I write down, and I make my list. I pray, and I go get it, and I have no excuses. I get knocked down 1,000 times. I get up 1,001. That's how it works. If you're not going to be able to feel the pain, you can't get the gain. We got choices. Now, if we have a goal, it takes 38 steps. Anybody tells you in the gym it's crap. Every goal takes 38 steps. That's all it takes, 38 steps. But here we have to listen to something. we have to mentally hear something 8 times. We have to hear it 8 times to even understand it, and then to apply the knowledge, we have more questions. That's why for 49 years, every Saturday from 6 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I've done classes for 49 years, almost every Saturday. I don't have excuses. What's yours? You see, I don't have to work. My passion is to help people. Okay? Very simple. I haven't had a paycheck in 35 years. Why would I want one of those? So if we do this correctly, we look at the turnkey business. I'm going to go for a storage unit first. Our hotel converted to apartment. All right, basically Wendy's, a McDonald's, a Taco Bell. Somebody stays in business, a laundromat, dry cleaning, things like this. There are 10 businesses that I believe are great. The rest I think are crap. They're too risky. There's only 10 credit cards. If we build you to 10,000, all right, to 100,000 a month, would that be okay with you? All right, but then you're stuck with me every step of the way. Okay? We have to understand something as we play this game. I'm the creator, or literally, of winning the game of business 49 years ago. My page 6, paragraph 3 said cash flow fee per time, even though some other ding-dong tried to use that as well before he filed his bankruptcy. But again, let's understand the truth. We could play the game of business. Ray's rules of life. Ray's way of my way, okay? My way of life is looking at, okay, what did I do in the next series? I wanted to dummy-proof it. Here's 1 book per month to master. At the end of 12 months, we have the blueprint of success. My info commercial was called Info Success. All right, simple. The Millionaire's Founders Kit. The blueprint for success was out there. I own the rights to those words. So Tony, quit using them. All right, because I might have to sue you again. So what do? Here's a way you can master how to get the 1,000 steps to millionaire status. It's in the books and CDs. Sold at the Bonovich for 32 years. $5,000 a set. Now in a moment, I'm going to want you to get out your cell phone. Okay? I'm going to want you to take a picture after I'm done explaining this to you again so you understand it. Raise Reynolds auto income. I'm going to build your corporation with you for you. I'm going to get you $100,000 credit to the corporation, $100,000. And then we're going to daisy chain it 9 times. We're going to get 9 more $100,000 cards. We're going to daisy chain it. We're going to take 1 card to $1 million of corporate credit. Because anything else is like my book says, one of my books called Bullshit Didn't Pay Your Bills. There's a lot of bullshit out there. All these guys that are experts with their caps backwards. They rent Lamborghinis. Well, for the corporation I manage, they have 21 cars. Why would we screw around? Tell the truth. But again, we play. So if I take a corporation or yours, and I daisy chain credit to $1 million, each division can now have an apartment complex, a Wendy's, whatever it might be, storage unit, a laundromat, dry cleaning, gas station. These are the things. We want something that's auto income. Now, what I want you to do is think it's up to $10,000 a month. Then we want to build to $100,000 to $1 million a month. And that's what I've always done. And yes, I've accomplished all those goals. So what do? Now, here's where you take your picture. It is basically your blueprint. I would like you to print this, laminate it, put it on your refrigerator, your kitchen table, your desk at work. There's your true go. Come on, you're 45 to 75 years old. You screwed up 100 times. Your friends and family have ripped you off, some of you, and you're going to the up and down show and wonder what to do next. Go to all those motivational BS things. Motivation. You get to hear everybody talk their story. Who's going to hold your hand and drag you up the hill to get your story? Me. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Simple. But again, we get to play the game to win. So, but here's our problem. We need $100,000 to get into an escrow. Why don't we take $25,000 off of a card, 50 or 75? Why don't we buy our way into an escrow using corporate credit? It allows us to write it off and write off the interest rate. So the debt offsets the taxes. So again, let's understand. I will explain this to you 1,000 times again and again. Did you take your picture? 100,000. Now, As we play this game, the goal is winning the game of business. Who's going to win? You. But you're going to do what you're told to do. Okay? A puppet master is what I've done all my life. Okay? Let's think about, I have over 1,000 puppet masters out there, rich and famous people. Okay? Here's Shaq, basically, who's basically a puppet master. Because what happens is very simple. Okay? He basically has all the pieces. Here's Linda doing the same thing. So let's understand. Here's a Linda, all right, and her husband Dwayne. What did I have to do for them? I had to repackage them. I want to do it for you. It took me time to rebuild their credit, rebuilt. Then it took me time to get that $100,000 of personal credit. Then the corporation and the pieces. So what do? We basically want to go through this process, okay? And what happens is very simple, $100,000. $450,000 of business credit. Then we take an American Express card, all right, one of these here, and we get what's called a blueprint loan. A blueprint loan. Now understand, Stellar Bank, Chase, or like an American Express has a blueprint loan. Okay, and it's up to $250,000. So if we do this correctly, the goal is this. If I'm going to do something in basically, let's say a hotel, Linda and her husband, through the corporation profit and nonprofit, have purchased the Hyatt in Texas, Hyatt Hotel. It's now converted to Blueprint Apartments. Profit and nonprofit are working in conjunction, and that is the goal. Profit and nonprofit. So now as we convert this into a money maker, the program she has going right now is 100 vets, 100 days. See, I'm going to help her and other people get rid of this problem of homeless and get the vets off the street. 60% are vets. We treat them like shit. All right, this government should be ashamed to even say they're in charge. Okay, but again, all right, what happens? We get to play the game. The monthly income is $187,000. Is that good income? Okay, then we do 3 more projects. We get to a point of over 6.6 million, 6.4 million plus, and now it's going to do about 30 to 50 million now. That's only one project. So if you play, we get to play that wins. Now, was it easy? No, hell no. Who says anything's easy? It took 1 year and 210 days to get this done, okay? See, you've tried your whole life to get these things done, but you've had no coach holding your hand. You've had nobody holding your hand personally, step by step. But you should have looked out for me. I've been out there 49 years helping people. Linda started with me in 1986. 1986. I've made her a millionaire over 5 times. She'll tell you that from herself, not from me. All right, and that's the ultimate goal. There's Linda and Dwayne. Why don't you take a picture of that and scan it later on? Listen to her testimonial telling you how I, Ray Reynolds, have made her a millionaire 5 times plus. Okay? And then you'll find out her project right now is going to be 27 to 50 million now. Would you like to join me and partner with me, yes or no? It's simple. So here's Shaq. He owns Papa John's, some of them. Chicken, Popeyes, okay? He's got pretzels. He's got Krispy Kremes. Does he make the donuts or the pizza? Hell no. He's a puppet master. We got basically winning the game of business. You got Warren Buffett. Yes, we watched him all step down a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic. He's still telling everybody what to do. He has to step down. It's in the bylaws. It's simple. He's hit a certain age, it's in the bylaws. But again, he's one of the greatest puppet masters of all time. Owns 100 companies, his favorite 10. What do we do? So he's a puppet master. Would you like to join him? So it's very simple as we play this game. Winning the game of business. Here's me, okay? You see 2 cars and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions. 1,013. Why? I want to separate liability from the tenants. I want to be the bank, do assignment of mortgage. Every car is a division. So your problem is you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep. That should stop today. What is the ultimate goal? Winning the game of business. I turned it into a game as a kid. Now, the form I was allowed to modify, and it's been modified over the years 5 times so far. I want you to write down division process. Please write down division process. Division process, okay? So what happens is on this form here, it's been modified now, It used to say husband and wife and partner, which was stupid. You have a 4, a 4A, and a 4B, and you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. If you want to partner with me, it's very simple, okay, as you partner with me. That means this form here, you can be part of it. Let's watch. If I take your corporation and a division, and you're going to be number 4A, my corporation and division is going to be 4. We're in the escrow together. You've used corporate credit to finance this. There's no excuse on your part. And then what we have forensic accountants. We close escrow, and you're told you're getting this much, but this much you're getting right now for 6 months to build a reserve. Then that's a division. And then we do another one, another one, another one. The way to get to $100,000 a month is very simple, multiple locations. Do you want 25%, 50, or 75? See, that'll be a choice you're given. Here's some projects. Which ones you like to get into? You tell me. Okay, the difference is you're getting auto income. This is a way you get an income the rest of your life with no BS, and like my book said years ago, bullshit and pay your bills, automatically coming in. Now you can free up your time. That's what I designed it for. So now you can do what you really want to do. If you run a business, you cannot free up your time to do anything else besides run a business. Auto income makes sense. That would be the goal. So my team and you working together get you through an escrow. And that would be the ultimate goal. I've done this since 1987, by the way. Okay? So again, as we play, what is our goal again? Winning the game of business. It's a game. Your problem is you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep. So now what happens, it's now or never. You get to play with me. I have escrows coming up, in July, August, September, the rest of the year, no problem. But it's $30,000 in that program. My coaching programs used to be $100,000. So here's $30,000 in a coaching program, but now you're with me on the phone every other week. You're going to my boot camps and summits for the rest of the year if it was done today at $30,000. But again, what do? While I'm broadcasting today, it's very simple with you. It's $19,000, all right, $999. So it's at $20,000. For $20,000, you and I are working together, and I'm going to get you in a partnership with me. And that's how it works, okay? Very simple. Is there any comments right now or questions right there? Okay, so what do we have? Because we had George the other day going, hey, you offered it for less. But I told you, George, you do it that day. We had a John. John said he wanted to do it too. But John and George didn't do it at the time when I offered it for $10,000. They weren't motivated enough. Now they got to pay more. They put it off. All right? You see, you should never put something off you should do. 3 days are coming up. 3 days. Here we have a 3-day summit. This room here, my classroom, I hold 25 people in this room and 25 online. I only have 50 people that I want in my summits, period. I don't need that big group of 1,000 people and everybody coming to stage to tell their story. Let me tell you what who gives a shit? Nobody cares what you did. We care what you can do for me. What can you do for me? Not someone else's blah, blah, blah. That's all you hear, blah, 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 and stories, okay? You need the real thing. So write down June 27, 28, 29. Online or in person, you get to play with me. Simple. What do we get to do? I'm going to train you in this 3 days, my 18 books and CDs, how to be the puppet master and get ready to take on a business with me and to partner up. So very simple. We're going to go through it all and go step by step. Now, the summit is $5,000 by itself, the 3 days. But I want to add $50,000 of credit. So $5,000 gets you the 3 days with me, you're stuck. And I want to build you $50,000 of credit. I can put a personal business or both. It's up to you. So it's a $5,000 package. So it's free when you partner with me. If I do 4 summits this year alone at $5,000 each, that's what? $20,000. Now you're getting partnership with me. You get it so far? So again, you can partner with me instead. But again, we're going to teach you how to win the game of business. Now, here's the first thing I want to do with every one of you. No matter if you just want me to rebuild your credit, you're going to screw it up 4 years from now anyway. You will. You've done it before. You've been playing the up and down show all your whole life. Your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid. Half the people in this friggin' world are just lazy. They're just friggin' lazy. So let's understand what a blueprint is. When I designed the blueprint for success that I own the rights to, and people want to keep copying blueprint now, that's fine. They can't use the word success in that. If not, I'll sue them. I want to talk about you and your family, your past, present, and future. Past, present, future, good, bad, ugly. Do you have a tax problem? Do you have a bankruptcy? Did you ever screw up American Express or Chase? I need to know these things. It's very important because I need to build you a blueprint. Family. Are you married? Do you have kids? We have to protect it. Do you have a corporation? All right, do you have divisions yet? If not, you will need 18 of those. 18. 9 to daisy chain, 9 for 9 locations. That gets you $100,000 a month income. All right, do you have an irrevocable trust? See, we have to plan to live, we got to plan to die. And that's the biggest problem. We're going to die. I don't think the world's doing it right. I don't think people are doing and leaving a legacy to their family. Their legacy is little money or house or something. No, no, no. We build a business that owns all these businesses and they take over when you die. That's a legacy. Like the Kennedys did, the Gettys, the Hiltons. It's the blueprint, the car. The car should be a division. The house should have been bought through a trust. Auto income needs to be done. You got to understand, your problem is your lack of knowledge. I will challenge any one of you that your lack of knowledge screwed you up. Your problem is here. We got to give you the knowledge and the rules and tools to make sure you don't screw up again. That's cash flow for your time. An hour with me, doing a blueprint, okay? All right, the office sells it for $2,000. Because you're on a broadcast with me, I always discount it half price, $9.99. Okay, you get to save some money. If you're in a coaching with me, the blueprints are free. Summits are free today. Blueprints are free. And now you save a lot of money and you get stuck with me. But again, you can buy piece by piece. You can a la carte all day long. Well, that's up to you. Free when you partner with me. See, your goal will be, how do I partner with Ray and win the game of business? Because he's going to hold my hand every step of the way. Everyone else out there, whatever they're doing, blah, 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 they don't see the one who's founder of the company and all the other stuff and all the pieces. He or she's not the one holding your hand personally. And if you need a problem, they solve the problem with you. See, the rest is crap. Now, here I want you to take a picture, okay? So take a picture right here. So when you do something today, it's very simple. It's a Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. Okay, you Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. I like the fact that banks bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. 6 of them got together. Ray at RayReynoldsFinancialServices.com. You find me, Zelle. So what happens next is from here, here's the way you can call one of my call centers. I got specialists waiting to talk to you now. See, you're a procrastinator. This isn't going to work. If you're not real and you just want to listen to blah, 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 this is not going to work. What's going to work is if you want to get off your assets and go get it. That's what works. You got 800-254-9506. You use a card for something, they charge you 5% more. It's simple. It works. Let's do this. Draw that diagram I just put up there. Draw them both. We have to think what the problem is. We look at banks and grocery stores. They file bankruptcy on branch numbers, store numbers. We looked at 11 cities that file bankruptcy, cities. Our United States of America, literally because they have oh shit days, weeks, month, or year, they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. A city bankrupts to debt stays in business in front of you. You didn't bother to find out how it works. That's your problem. You have 3 divisions of you. Write down 3 divisions of you. When you have shitty credit, you're stuck. You're so damn stuck, it's ridiculous. Because your score means more than anything nowadays. 3 divisions of me and 3 divisions of you. Write it down. Banks, grocery stores, Sam's Club, Geico, all right, everything else in cities. Warren Buffett owns Geico. They bankrupt 38 locations in California and said, you're all fired. That's what they did. Because insurance changed. So again, what's your first goal? Is simple. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and understand how the rules and tools work that I helped establish in the first place in the 80s. Simple. Not too bad since I'm only 39 and a half years old, huh? So we look behind that curtain every time. Every time we look behind the curtain to figure it out. When I could not get an answer to a question, I researched about 12 books a week to this day, and I want to figure it out. They couldn't give me an answer, and they told me I couldn't do it. The hell with that. People tell you what you can't do. Your problem is you listen to them. Find a way. See it, believe it, go get it. There's your goal. Every one of us can change our lives today. I change lives daily. I would like to write the list for you. I would like to create your daily, your weekly, all right, your project lists and everything for you. I would like to be the one on the phone with you every other week telling you what to do. I don't want you to think. The more you think, the more you screw it up. You're stuck with me, step by step. That's how it works. Don't worry. Most of my coaching is being sold out anyway, then I won't be able to help you until about 2 years from now, but I'm going to retire again and again this next year. But I'm retired now, but I'm having fun. This is basically what my wife calls my hobby. So if I can touch it, I can kick it. Do you like mansions? Do you like Lamborghinis? I bought my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half years old. Boom, boom. What did you do? I didn't go to high school. I was always in college. This is a real waste of my time. But the ding-dongs in high school being what? Kids? I didn't have time to be a kid. But I like yachts too. Why not? Corporations and divisions, separate liability. This is 2025. This is the year you run, you don't look back, and this is the year you commit to your goal. You gave up, most of you. As a little kid, being used and abused, the grown-ups or the men and people around me go, how you doing, little boy? All they wanted to do is be nosy. They wanted to hear the sad story. I never gave them and lost my peace. I keep my peace. My response as a little kid was always good. It's my response to the day of everybody on the phone. Always good. You see, I can't let you steal my peace. And I have oh shit days all the time too. I fight through the pain. And I always say, thank you, Jesus. That's just me. What do we do? Every one of you had a chance today. I don't get it. I don't understand. I have to Zelle someone $400 today. $400 because they gave us a referral. What is wrong with you? You know 10 people, get 10 emails, give them to one of the people in the office, work with one of the specialists, and you'll get 10% for everything they buy, and you get it for you, doing nothing besides give us an email address. You can use that as store credit and get into more programs with me, or you can turn around and get the Zelle back to you. You see, there's the difference. We have choices. You help me, help you, and help other people. That's the goal. As we play this game, let's understand something today. We all have a sad story to tell. My personal opinion is no one gives a shit. That's just me. They don't give a shit. I was born in a taxi. Nobody gave a crap. I dropped off the Redondo Beach Pier. Mrs. Hope rolled down the window. You're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. Ate out of a freaking trash can. I was hungry. Got caught stealing on the pier. Thought he was going to throw my butt over the pier and kill me. But he looked down and goes, boy, take out my trash or I'll call the police. What do you think I did? You see, I was boy until I was 9 and a half. Clean out the chum bucket. All the owners of the restaurants like Tony's go to the mansions on the weekends and shovel horse and cow crap. I looked at Marina del Rey right there, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, no problem. I saw Rat Beach. I saw money. I gathered magazines as a little boy. I want to know how they got their damn money. Because I didn't think anybody gave a shit. Because they don't. The only thing they care about is themselves. But then they care a little bit, maybe. We'll see what happens with that. Take a picture of that. That is supply credit. I came out of a coma in 2011, woke up, found out everything I had was gone, went to the house I thought was my house, I had 50 guns at my head saying this is not your house anymore. Oh shit. I got my wife and kids in the car. What am I going to do? Oh shit. I turned supply credit into cash credit. You might want to do the same thing. Over $51,000 worth. Your choice. Reduce your debt. You have a problem with collection item? Very simple. You can't rip off your creditor like they tell you on TikTok. It's ridiculous. That collection agent is going to hit you again and again and again and again. It's not going to go away. There's 5 ways to kill a debt. You have a problem with the IRS? It's simple. If you're not filing your tax returns, you're a crook. Go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went for 3 years because he listened to stupid attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. Cost him $18 million. And you're going to go, Wesley who now? That's about it. But again, let's understand. They have a form called 656. It's a 433A and B. You can get yourself back in the system and rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. But again, it's going to be up to you. We must understand the bottom line is all cards fluctuate. I'm the guy that set up a damn system in the trading Yarborough years ago in the 80s. Every card needs a sticky. You got a $10,000 credit card. Oh, goody, honey, let's go shopping. Let's go to dinner. That's called stupid. $10,000, you only use $2,900. Above $2,900, your score drops. You can't get any more. When you back yourself in a corner, it's like, oh, shit. Now what do I do? The only time you think about your credit is when you need it. And you weren't prepared because you got your assets kicked. Plan the problem. Balance the score. 750 and more. Credit repair, all I can do is tell you the truth. Google it. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says it's a fraud. I didn't say it. Federal law says it's a fraud. They get indicted all the time. The Credit Repair Cloud was indicted for $3 million, and they're going to put Daniel's butt in jail. The guy with the chipmunk face, they're chasing him, and so he stopped talking on TikTok too, because they're going to go get him. I wrote a book years ago, Winning the Credit Game. It's a download. It's free. It's been out there for 30 plus years. So why don't you get a copy of it and do what you know how to do yourself? It's simple. It's a free download. So again, this is what you get to do. Now, what I want you to do is call Credit Karma. Oh, I'm sorry, there's no phone number. Isn't that a violation of the Fair Business Practices Act? Let's find that out. Credit Karma will remove all your addresses but current, all phone numbers, and no employer. You're just employed. Call the credit bureaus, and if they give you crap, say, hey, you were indicted, you got me indicted, I'm on the black cloud because of you. Get all that stuff updated. There's your assignment for that. Next, you're going to become a member. Write down, I will be a member, analytical750.com. The only dashboard that I'll endorse that shows all three bureaus, all three scores. Here's the 10 steps to get to 750. You might want to take a picture of that real quick too. You see, there's nothing else. Everything else out there is blah, 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 and crap. But again, it's a choice. Now, I've offered for them to let me do the TV commercial and say, Credit Karma, you're fired, fired. I think they do a shitty job. Only 2 reports, clickety-click, clackety-clack, no phone number to help you. I still say that's a violation of the Fair Business Practices Act. So for 25 bucks, you're going to get all 3 numbers, and they're going to call you every 46 days. They're going to call you every 46 days and tell you what to do. I like that. The next thing they have in their app they're creating right now is going to do the personal credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, and they're also doing the business, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. They're going to be analyzing business reports. So you'll be able to pick personal business and cut all that crap out you hear out there anyway into the truth. And that's the ultimate goal, to analyze all that for you as well. So I like this company. I think they're going to go pretty good. So what do? We use all 25 bucks. There you go. You put RW as the code, raise webinar, no problem. And you put your phone number there, so Analytical 750 will call you right away. Simple. There you go. All 3 scores, and they're going to tell you what to do every 46 days. If you need to call the office, there's that number again. 800-254-9506. Now, here's the thing. You're a grown-up. You're a man or a woman, and that's fantastic, okay? You're a creature of God, and that's how it works. This is what I believe. You believe what you want. You plan the problem. You plan the problem. You got your assets kicked so many times, it's ridiculous. You did not plan the problem. That was your problem. When you have an oh shit day. I lost my job, honey. What are you going to do to pay the house, car, payments, insurance, the kids, the food? What do we do? It's oh shit day, week, month, or year. You got 8 months. 8 months to create an income before it all goes to crap. You know, and so do I. What do? All cards fluctuate, but 2. So we make sure we understand which card to jack up during the emergency time. We have our 71,000 of safety. All right, so it gets us through that 1 year because oh shit doesn't last forever. There's your goal. That's how I designed it. Very simple. We look at it, Corporation, Chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA attorney. I got to give that a little disclosure. It's right on the top as well. I was lucky I was being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her family and all the bullshit. As a kid, they had a poker game. I heard a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. Let me circle it for you. It's very simple. And I went down to the Torrance Police Department. Every police department has a library next door. I went, man, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, here's a microphone. Here's a book. I read the book. I went to the library almost every day till I was 9.5 years old. At 9.5, I sent away $10 to the Secretary of State of California. That corporation today is $30. Half of you paid money, thousands of dollars for a corporation service, attorney CPA, and you didn't learn diddly squat. They ripped you off. They're free in all 50 states. You pay your filing fee. It says flat out, inmate sue or be sued. So don't worry when the corporation gets sued, they'll sue you, because they will. The next thing, I got stuck on 17983 as a kid. I was 9.5 and it stuck. I felt something was wrong here. It was wrong. And later on in 85, 86, I became division process. I am the true founder of the original Helping Hand Industries. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got $100,000 in the mail without trying to apply for credit. This stuff just came in the mail. Mrs. Hope thought I was crazy. It's like, where did it come from? And that's what happened. So as we do all these pieces, let's understand something. Very simple as we play this game. Because it's playing the game of what again? Business. So it came in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. Check it out. But I got indicted and sued and screwed. I was 12.5 years old when I got sued and named in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille from the Braille Institution. I didn't realize it was trade name, trademark, and copyright. I had to learn that as well. So we learn life by doing life. Any ding-dong can go to school, do the time, get the paper, in my opinion. Unless you're especially, maybe you're a doctor or something like this. But again, it's the way. I got named in a lawsuit. The goal for me is to never bring the pain home. The lie? The biggest lie you have in your life is you lied to yourself. All right, your attorney lies to you, your CPA lies to you, and what happens? It's going to protect you. Bull crap. You signed for a car for the corporation, you pierced your veil. You signed the lease of a building, you pierced your veil. You got a credit card for the corporation, you pierced your veil. Everywhere you turn, you're piercing your veil, and you're telling the world it's you. When they sue the corp, they sue you. And there's the problem you got. Everybody's full of crap. Sorry. When Ken Yarborough and I, and he was security chief of TRW and became a Spear in 96, I'm training him. We wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it. Ken wanted to lie. He says, Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. I don't care. They're filed, they're published, and the IRS gives me a tax ID. It's legit. Why would I want to lie? You don't have to. A division can replace you. A division should replace you. A division of you should have 3 of you. I've always used 5 as the number of closet divisions and 3 personal divisions of me, 8. Every race car, race motorcycle, and race boat have the number 8 on it. I was born on the 8th. 8 and 0 are perfect numbers. They go to infinity and beyond. So again, for me, 8 makes sense. The goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty. What do we get to do? There's a schedule tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, every Saturday, for 49 friggin' years, helping people like you, trying to drag you up the hill. All right, tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You give me referrals today, and I'll let you have all your friends and family join even the paid ones. You get a free whole day, which costs somebody $2,000, again, if you want to play. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? But it's going to be up to you, the goodies. What are we going to do? Win the game of what? Business. The original series that I wrote 49 years ago. Here's what I believe you did, okay? You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. And we're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop our score, get stuck, can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house and bring the pain home to you and me being stupid. That's what most people do. All right, I know, you're going to say you didn't know anybody. I don't think you did your research. The goal is to never bring the pain home. So our goal is very simple as we play this game. I want to win the game, and that's the goal. I want to win. I want to win. I'm going to, listen carefully, I'm going to help rebuild you if you allow me to. I want to get you 10 cards. Let's go for the first 5. The green Spark, 100,000 up to that, and 2 credit cards for 30, that's 160. Now the Sparks show up on personal file, the only one it does. But then I want to take those cards at 160 times 9. I want to take B of A, there are 3 cards times 9. All right, the Wells Fargo, 3 cards times 9. I want to take the Chase 5 times 9. I want to take the American Express times 9. We take these 5 cards up to $5 million, and we never stole from the family. Now we position ourselves to go to the bank, my way. The banks will give you 50, 100, 150, no tax returns if you're lined up correctly, long as your corporate divisions are 2 years old. 2 years. They'll tell you right up front, 2 years. So we can play the game. Here's my 5 favorites as we play. But again, that's going to be up to you. Do we want to get another 5.4 million? So let's write down credit cards, daisy chain credit. Let's do basically checkbook money. You don't use credit cards in most cases to put into an escrow. You write a check from the line of credit. If I get you 50,000, you can only spend 25. I'll get you 75, you only spend 50. You get 100, you only spend 75. You never back yourself in a corner when you're in an escrow. Escrows are a pain in the asset. Again, it's choice. Here's a way we can go get over $10 million of credit in 36 months with no hesitation, no excuses. The $1 million maker is you and me. Me, you and me. We're holding hands. We're even seeing some kumbaya maybe. What is our goal? I want to get more people in the partnership with me. I have a problem that I had basically in 2006, 7, 8, 9. I had more escrows going than I had people. I take and turn my clients into my soldiers. My soldiers. In other words, where you live. When you drive down that busy street today, look at that Wendy's restaurant. Why the hell don't you own it? The Jack in the Box, the storage unit, the apartment complex. Why don't you own it as a puppet master? If we take corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable. You hurt nobody. You put it into an escrow, and now you bought your lifetime income. It is a fourplex and above, or it's basically a franchise. You are stuck with me, and I'll hold your hand every step of the way and give you a nice lifetime income. So again, it's life-changing. Leveraging money, 100,000 of personal, auto income, 1 million of corporate credit, and then we want to leverage money in assets and equities. I've taught millions of people how to leverage money for 49 years, a lot of rich and famous people. What do? Let's say today you want 100,000 of credit. 100,000 of credit for the corporation or you. I would like you to have 200,000. 100,000 of personal, 29% rule, 71,000 of safety. Oh shit, day, week, month, year, get through it. Never make your score drop for a low 750. 100,000 of the corp and days you change it to $1 million. So 100,000 is going to cost you usually 10%, 10 grand. If you did it during the webinar, only during the webinar, if you call after the fact, they're going to say, no, I can't do that. Mr. Reynolds offered it, I can't do that. Simple. It's during the webinar, it's now. If you don't get it now, you kind of blew it. It's on you. The discount is $5,000. That would be the money you would be able to put into an escrow if I build it for you. So if we work together and I build you the credit, you're financing the dream and getting out of income and writing off on your taxes anyway. And if you have a corp or not, we'll hand you one anyway for free if you don't have one. Now, if I want 200,000 of credit, all right, usually it's 10% for up to each one of those 100,000. But again, once in a while, once in a blue moon, it's very simple. Holiday weekend, whatever reason you want to call it. Today, you can get 200,000 of credit, all right, for $69.99, 7 grand, if it was done today. Not done today, don't worry, on Tuesday next week after the holiday, you can pay more. It's simple. See, I don't get a paycheck or a commission or anything. So what do we get to do? You got a chance while we're broadcasting with you. If you don't do it, you blew it. Simple. If you want to start at 50,000, it's discounted $39.99. You want to start at getting literally 25,000 credits, $19.99. The goal is to start somewhere. What do you do now? You take a picture of Zao. You Zao now. It's a live event now. If you don't do it, Sorry, it's on you. You can also call the office while we're doing this as well. Talk to a specialist now. But again, if you don't do it, just remember you will pay a little more. It's okay. I'm still going to help you get where you need to go. The Reynolds University was established, all right, basically in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what did we do? 2009, up to 3.7 billion, 22,000 square feet, Irvine Spectrum, One Technology Drive. 2009, I find myself in a coma. I woke up, it was all gone. All gone. Oh, shit. What am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself? Hell no. So understand. Choices. There is 1,000 steps of rules and tools you will have to master. You got 1,000 steps, period, no matter what. It's just what you have to do. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Sold at the Bonavitch of 32 years. I love the truth. When you wrote something or you did this and that, and I'm the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years, and at the Bonavitch all the time, no one can take away the truth. Have millions of clients that I want to help you too. So what do? I like it. It makes sense. There's my oh shit day. July 4th, 2009, I got 3 yachts in my backyard in one of my mansions. We decided to take out the fireworks with a group of people, 72 people. Fantastic. Someone didn't say they had a virus. The next day, I'm in a coma. My wife's freaking out. She's calling the office. Ron takes a U-Haul truck to steal my books and CDs. IT manager sells my websites and phone numbers to a damn porn site. Everybody she asked for help got screwed up. Someone stole all my shit. So there's my oh shit day. We go to my house in the harbor. I had 50 guns drawn at my head. It's not my house anymore. Oh shit, what? 2011. Sucks, but it's the truth. So if you want a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit, the office sells it for $1,000. Okay? During a live event with me, now, not tomorrow, now, it's half price, $4.99. Now, let's think about something. I want to get you past go. I think you're stuck. I think everyone watching me is stuck. You don't know diddly squat. You're doing a half-assed job, and you don't know what you're really doing. You have to learn to play the game to win. Okay? And that's what our goal is winning the game of business. Question here. Okay? Where can I find my divisions on Secretary of State? You can't. I mean, divisions aren't filed at state level. This is the problem. Again, amateur time. You're doing it wrong. SOS is Secretary of State. That's a corporation that creates a division under a corporate umbrella. You're looking in the wrong place. Okay? What do? Simple. You call one of my specialists. All right, 800-254-9506. Or get a hold of my vice president of the company. His name is Santos. And you know what you need to do. Okay? Again, the reality is, what are you going to do with those divisions? You're going to follow through? I know what needs to be done next. See, it's like when I talk to someone about getting a nonprofit. Well, I got to get my exemption from the state of California. You see, when I hear stupid. A corporation is state level, all right? The federal government gives the exemption. Okay, it's like the ding-dongs that call the call centers every day. I got an LLC, I don't have a corporation. They sound stupid. They didn't learn crap, diddly squat. That's what they learned, spending thousands of dollars. An LLC is a limited liability company corporation. These ding-dongs don't know the hell they got. It's like some of you. See, when you don't step up to go get the goodies, that's on you. You might want to learn to play a little bit. The American dream. I can get anybody to a 750 score, rebuilding them correctly, all right, and guiding them as long as they do what they're told within 90 working days. This is an analyzation which is free for 49 years. You can also be there tomorrow too. See, nobody wants to help you for free. But again, I want to change your life. I'm going to guarantee you what we do in writing. If you follow through. Now, I had 12 ding-dongs about a year ago giving me crap. They wouldn't stop. If the devil was here, I'd help him. I sued him each for $100 million. If you screw up and blame me, I will sue you for $100 million and I will squish you like a bug. I don't like when people talk shit when it's shit. It pisses me off. So if you do what you're told, You don't jack up credit cards. You do not apply during the program, screw up the up and down show. I will guarantee 100%, and I back it up with a $2 million contract and a bond. I got no excuses. Do not give me your excuses. I am direct, I am blunt, and this point is I get people where they need to be. No BS in between. So again, do not jack it up, do not apply during the program. You got it so far? That's all you got to do. When you screw up, you screwed up, blame yourself, do not blame me. Blame me? No, I'm not going to put up with that. Okay? You give me a bad review, I'm going to kick your assets every way I can. I'm going to show the world the truth, what you're really made of and what you did. Simple. Today, let's see if you got the guts. Write down today's date. Today, now. It's May 23rd. Write it down. We take the next 90 working days, and every day you work your tail off, you do what you're told. You can get to the $1 million dream in 90 days if you do what you're told. When they showed me on shows and everything else back in the 80s and 90s, I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Weeks! This is easy crap. Again, I died in a coma at 5:41, July 5th. Oh shit. That's a lousy day. My wife freaked out. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take out my heart, take it away. I was given a choice. And that's another story to tell you about stay in peace or go back. My wife's falling apart. I said, go back. The moment that I said that, the machine went beepity beep again. The nurse dropped her clipboard and said, he's alive. I wish I would have went boom and scared the hell out of her. It wouldn't have been fun at least. Oh well. I got to come back and find out everything I had was gone. Gone. My wife and kids in the car. We got nowhere to go. I don't got a mommy and a daddy. I didn't get a family when I was a kid. I got to live in hell. I got to live out of a trash can. I got to live in shit, and it sucks. But I fought to get my way out of that crap. I got to go again. Simple. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot. I've been knifed. I got no excuses. What's your excuse? See, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody gave a shit. That's me, telling the truth. So today, your assignment is take out your driver's license, registration, insurance, take it out. If you don't package yourself the way I want you to, we're not going to play. I will not play with you if you leave yourself a liability. You see, in every bumpity bump at Sam's Club, they sue the registered owner. That's called stupid. The registered owner of a car should have been a division, not you. But here's the problem. When you give out your driver's license, insurance, registration, you put your damn home address on it and you're highly intelligent. And what did you do stupid? You're not stupid. Well, you did stupid. Why would you give some stranger your home address? In today's world, hell no. Protect your ass. There's 2 people on this side here. I'm doing jumps and kicking and doing all kinds of stuff. The light is 13 feet, by the way, and I got a big gash here. Hit it with my head and kicked it. I was jumping over literally 6-foot lockers for the hell of it just because I could. So I got no excuses. From there, you planned the problem. You didn't plan the problem. You weren't prepared. You did a half-assed job, and now you're looking at me to help you. And I'm offering to help you, and you're sitting there going, beep, 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 beep. That's it. Get off your ass. That says go get it. But that's up to you. You got a choice to go get it or not. FTC, Federal Trade Commission, says credit repair is a fraud. Fraud. You see it right there? Google it. All right? The Fair Credit Reporting Act. Why don't you write down Section 608, Section 611, all right, Section 611, and Google it. Why? It'll bring you up to this page, what you're allowed to do yourself. What do? All cards fluctuate, but 2. You cannot take any card past 29%. Find anybody who teaches the rules and tools because they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. I do because I help set it up. All cards fluctuate, but 2 don't. So what card should we jack up when we have an oh shit day, week, month, or year? How much safety should we have? There's your 750 score. I'll build you to that too. Raise rules and tools. Been teaching it for 49 years. Maybe you want to pay attention this time. My hand's here, it's hand there, simple. I can rebuild anybody to millionaire status. Would you like to be next? Then find a way. All right, yeah, we got basically Joanne here going, can I put a deposit down? Did you call the office? Did you call that damn number and say, can I do this? Can I do that? No. You sit there going, beep, 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 stop it. Get your assets on the phone. Call them now. See, there's a problem. People like to talk. And most people are full of what? Analyzation. What are we going to do? I'm personally going to analyze you. And we're going to do it my way. I'm going to make sure you're in a rapid rescore. Oh, don't worry, rapid rescore and rapid basically refresh. I invented them 45 years ago. While I was trading Yarborough and working with Harold Stokes. So we're going to play some more. It didn't exist, I had to create it. You want a 750 score? Okay. Let's basically get you 5 to 10,000 cards, which you don't have right now, most of you. And let's do a rapid rescore, boost the score up and away. And let's have my departments analyze you and dispute anything you have negatively for 9 months for free. And then from there, they're going to charge you $1,500. Because you're here today with me, you save $500. Simple. You get to go to class today and tomorrow. Would you like to go? Would you like to play yet? Or are you too busy sleeping in? You got to go get it. $9.99. It was done today. Simple. To never bring the pain home. What is our goal? Getting CFO ready. We have to be a chief financial officer to the corporation. We got no choice. That's our goal. That's our dream. That's what we need to do, winning the game of business. You have a corp. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll build it for you. You don't have one, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. I want to get you $25,000 in corporate credit. I'm going to charge you $2,500. I'm going to give you 10 times your investment back to you. I'm going to analyze you, add history and pop credit as soon as possible. Then I'm going to say go to the level 1 setup class tomorrow. Again, what do? You get $500 discount if it's done now for $19.99. If it's done now. But again, are you going to procrastinate some more too? Simple. There's your Zelle. Very simple to do. Ray at ReynoldsFinancialServices.com. CR, you put, for the code CW and RW. Simple. What do? There's the phone number. Call a specialist now. See, you got to make a decision if you want to change your life. I had a problem. 1987, I got $53 million of credit. See, we got roughly about $62 million of this stuff. It's just fun stuff, not counting lines of credit and all kinds of stuff. But what happens is this, I got $53 million and they're shrinking my limits. When you don't use it, they shrink it. That's no fun. So what did I do? I wrote a book called Buckets of Money. I've had 3 variations of that book so far. I took $4.6 million in my buckets, and I loaned at $10,000 a pop. I put a lien on their house, Homestead Blocker, UCC one, Chattel Mortgage. You'll learn those too because I invented those as well. And by the time I was done in 18 months, 41 divisions, I had $190,000 a month. I looked up C191D. It allowed a private company to loan out money privately. There's a matrix. It's in the book called Buckets of Money. You might want to play. The notes behind that were $1.1 billion. So another way to play the game of business. Do you want to be a millionaire? You're going to say yes. The answer is actually no. Your problem is you're saying yes, but the answer is no. The bottom line should be hell no. You watch TikTok and basically Google and YouTube and these people going, I'm rich. Shut the friggin' door. You're full of shit. Your corporation might be rich, but you're confusing the world today. I don't want you to be rich. I want your corporation to be rich. How you receive money matters. I want your corporation with 9 divisions. I want you to have 9 locations. I want you to have 9 times the credit to $1 million. There's what I'm going to do for you. You ready to play yet? But again, it's up to you too. You got choices to play. Division process. The dashboards that I set up, basically 1987, of setting up credit reports under tax ID, Spirit, and and Equifax. Now, if you like what you hear so far, just all you have to do is the button below, subscribe. Get to know me. Now, if you like me, get to know me. If you don't like me, leave me the friggin' alone. See, now everybody likes me and nobody likes you. That's the way it works. Unfortunately, there's a lot of haters in this world. So the reality is a division. I add history. It builds a credit file. We daisy chain it 9 times. Then I need tax IDs. Divisions are $1,000 each. So here we got 3, 9, and 12. So here's the division process. Take a picture so you have the facts and the numbers. When you call the office, they're going to tell you the same thing. Today, because I'm looking for people to partner with me, all right, I'm giving away 9 at $999. I lose $81 because I want people to partner with me. There's no money in it, but they need the 9 divisions and multiply credit and locations. When they don't do it, it's on themselves. So today you have 9, 18, 36, and 72. If you want an apartment complex, you need 72. Okay, other things you can pick whatever never makes sense or whatever your budget is. Take that picture. It's good today only. Today only. May 23rd, 4 o'clock. It's over. That's it. Use Zelle only. Or basically you can call the office and talk to them too. What's a corporation again? A legal person. What's a division? Simple. Now, we all see the homeless on the street. I used to be one of them. I ate out of a trash can when I was 3 years old. It sucks. This man, I think he's full of crap. He's in his jammies. He lost my job. I got 2 kids. Well, you lost your job. You go to the church. They give you the food for the kids. You drive Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. You get off your ass and you make some money. You have a damn garage sale. Everything else is crap. He wants a free ride. He's strong enough and young enough to go get a damn job. Okay? Bottom line. What did I do? Simple. I died in a coma. From there, I turned around. My 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Dream house. I don't stay down. Why do you? Because of the lack of knowledge is the people's stupidity, a man or woman. You're not stupid, but you've been following ducks and sheep, and you basically screwed up many times. But it's up to you. I want you to win the game of business. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? But again, they're corporate assets. What do we do today? In this analyzation, we have a problem. See, credit bureaus do not dissect the credit cards. I got a Capital One. What kind is it? See, they had no credit. They had a 639. Oh, shit. I built them a bunch of credit. Now they have an 828. Oh, shit. Now what do? Screw it up again, or we get the corporate credit and go finance the business? Here we have a Capital One. I don't know what kind it is. In other words, you're going to call your specialist if you have one. If not, you'll be assigned one as you get into the program. You're going to tell us the Capital One you have in your personal wallet. Is it Quicksilver? Quicksilver 1. Venture 1. Is it an X? Is it a Platinum? I need to know what type it is. Got it? You're going to tell us that, and you're going to call the office. We need to know. This is part of that interview process and a blueprint call. If you screwed up American Express or Chase, we need to know that too. Why? They never forgive you. The only way to get past that is a division of me, by the way, but it's up to you. Now, here's rapid refresh. Let's understand. 45 years ago, I'm working with Yarborough and Chainham, blah, 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 and Harold Stokes. Escrows had a problem. When I created OPM in 74, that was fun. I had an article written I was using other people's money. That was the goal. What happened next? We had to figure out, okay, escrows. How do we recalculate why we're in an escrow? Because you're not allowed to run credit in an escrow. And then how do you get money? Then people can't loan you because they can't loan it. They have to be gifted money. These are problems and solutions we came up with. Rapid rescore blocks crap. Pushes scores up, up, and away. If you do what you're told, it does it in about 3 to 10 days. But if you sit there going, beep, 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 there's nothing. That's what's going to happen is nothing. Rapid rescore, we have to pay an outside service. Because I created it, it's $500. If you do what you're told, every rapid rescore, because you did what you're told, goes above 750, guaranteed. Guaranteed. If you're ever going to go in an escrow, you wanted to go up faster, for $1,000, we'll do an expedited rapid. That's why they do in escrows. Simple. It's up to you. If you want 100 plus points, 45 working days. There's your Zelle again. There's that office phone number, ready to call, ready to talk to them now. See, the only excuse you have today is you. But I'm going to tell you the truth. You might not like the truth, but it should set you free. What do? If you're in a credit rebuilding program right now and you're getting a bonus card of $0 to $500, Would you like 10,000? You Zelle 999 more. Simple. What are they going to do? They're even going to hand you a corporation for free and the tax ID and level 1 in setup for 90 days. And then we're going to get you up to 10,000 of credit for you and the corporation, your choice, as you do all these pieces. But again, you can call the office right away too. What's a corporation? It's a legal person. We should have our divisions. Now, if we're stuck because we jacked up all our credit, what do? Very simple. We take supply credit, turn it into cash, and reduce our debt. That's the goal, reduce our debt. I watched these two idiots and one guy's pretending to interview the other idiot. He says, get all these cards, put 1,000 in these banks, jack up the cards, go to another country, and then come back and then just wipe it out again. That's credit fraud. That's called a felony. A felony. You know what a felony can do to you and your whole family? All right, these idiots shouldn't even be on TikTok, but they don't regulate shit. Everybody going blah, blah, blah. You're military. Thank you for your service. If you have someone in your family get their access code. Navy. Somebody who has a 500 score, I've gotten them 20 to 50,000. All right, personal cards and lines of credit. We line it up correctly. See, I want them to win the game of business. But we have to reduce debt because you didn't know any better, so you screwed it up. That's on you, by the way. What is our goal? Since '87, I've been able to set up the dashboards, building credit reports under tax ID, Spirit and Change and Equifax. That's how we finance the dream. Now, this is an analyzation right here. So what we're going to do is blow this up a little bit, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, okay? We're going to dissect it a little bit. So the goal is very simple as we dissect this and bring it over. Okay, it won't come over, that's good. And I keep... This is one analyzation. Do you want to move those over for me, please? What is our goal? If I analyze a credit file, okay, my whole goal is to look at something and tell you what to do. For instance, this one here, every analyzation has a number to it, okay? A number to it. So what we have here, we have number 4782, okay? Now, they're part of analytical750.com because we all 3 reports. Their score sucks. The worst score I had during the pandemic is a 240, okay? So we look at this list here and we have collections. Now, you see there's no inquiries. Keep it that way. Inquiry would validate, everything we're doing, and you'd be a breach of the contract. The next thing is inquiries would have crashed the rapid rescore that's going to push it up. Here we have credit cards that are 204%. Capital One, you need to know what type it is. Now listen very carefully, all of you. Capital One, I want you to log into your dashboard today. I want you actually going to make a payment. It'll open a page, and then it says on the right-hand side, I want. You hit that as well. Opens another page. Left-hand side on the second to the bottom will show you to increase your limits. You want to do this every 46 days. There's no inquiry if you do it on the dashboard. Okay? You're going to get 2 out of 5 tries and increase the limit. There's only 2 things on a credit card you can do. Reduce the card, all right, 29%, or increase the limit. That's it. Until then, you keep your score down. This person has literally, I call crap credit, $1,500. How do you balance a damn little card? It's impossible almost. We have a collection account. Now, did you ever screw up American Express or Chase? I need to know the answers to those questions. These are things you're going to call your specialists, or they're going to call you, and you're going to tell them what you're going to do. See, the goal is communication is the key. If we have this client and this number, we don't give out a name, and we tell you what to do, will you do what you're told to? So you got to be part of the program. This is 4782, and that's the goal. So the next one we have is also an analytical 750 because you have all 3 scores. This is number 6100. So another 6100, what do we do? So as we go down, let's see if we have any inquiries. Inquiries can kill this. There's no inquiries, keep it that way. Everything you have is screwed up. You jacked it all up. I mean, you jacked up literally an $800 shitty card. I mean, how do you balance that? I mean, $800 doesn't save your life. It's ridiculous. But again, these have to be reduced. Okay, rapid needs to go in place. Go around. See, rapid will go around all the collection crap. But again, it's hitting you again and again and again. So if you watch some of these guys on TikTok, we'll remove the collections for you. Yeah, they're going to come back anyway. They haven't solved the problem. You didn't get the collection company that actually is hitting your report again and again to remove them permanently. So we got some choices here. Any problem, American Express or Chase? That's what we need to know. The rapid rescore is in place. It is good till 8/21 this year. So we have the rapid in place. All right, talk to your specialist. You're new into the program. And let's see what we can do to help you kind of balance that debt. Same time, you should be getting a corporation. Tax ID, add a history to that too. That's kind of your replacement. So our next one here, they have a 619 score. Its number is 6101. Okay, no problem. We have no inquiries. Keep it that way. The debt to ratio, but again, here's capital one, 4,000. You can increase the limits, balance the scores. We have some lower ones here. See, you're going to have to play teeter-totter a little bit. Steal from this one, back and forth a little bit. Steal from Peter to pay Paul and make Mary happy. You have to balance your debt. This person here could have $1 million corporation in 6 months if they just do what they're told to do today. American Express, Chase. Any problem with them, we need to know that. Okay? Rapid is in place. It is good till 10/1 of this year. No problem. So you're in the program. We're going to rebuild you. But again, debt to ratio is hurting your score. So again, you can't get any more because of that. Next one from there. We have 5939. Okay? This is a rebuilt. It is a rapid, and they get 10,000 of credit. Jake is your specialist. You're assigned a specialist. You have 2 inquiries at Chase. Okay? So you signed up in January, and you went after Chase twice. And you didn't get Chase. Your debt to ratio is killing you. You have an authorized user. You don't need it. And the authorized user's not helping you. They're at 73%. So here's someone you think is helping you. They're kind of hurting you instead. If that authorized user isn't going to reduce it to 29, get rid of that. Again, we can balance the score. Any problem, American Express or Chase, stop applying for credit. I'll guarantee you, let's watch on the graph here. The graph over here, the rapid was working, then you crashed it. You applied and you screwed up the whole program. Congratulations. You'll need a new rapid to get that in place. This is why I say if you screw up, don't blame me, blame yourself. I'm not the one who did those Chase cards, because I would have basically went after something that got you a yes or no and a pre-qualifier on my dashboards. I'm an affiliate. So again, this is what we get to do. From here, we have our next one to look at. Again, we have 5936. You're almost 600, okay? You started at 625, but you dropped your score. You got no inquiries, but what happens here is you dropped your score by jacking up credit cards, okay? But on the bottom here, we have a PayPal, a Bank of America. You have cards that have no balances. I would tell this person to balance the score across the board, all of this, to 29%. I can push this person to a 740 now. 740. This is going to take about 60 days. During that time, I can build credit to them if they need it, if we need to get more, and then we want to go after the corporation. See, they have $35,000 cards, and that's the goal. Big cards, 10 and above. So again, balance the score so we can get you some more and kind of stop what you're doing. Let's build the corp and the divisions. It would make more sense, because right now you're just playing the up and down show. Okay, is there any graph for that one? There's no graph. Okay, analytical 750. All right, next from there. So the next one here, we have no inquiries in this one, which is good. Keep it that way. This is number 6099. Okay, George is your specialist. You're rebuilt. You get a $1,000 card. Would you like $10,000 instead? Add history now. You have a late payment, or literally 3 late payments. You see, you have no credit. You have no active accounts. The late payment is actually keeping you a score. If that wasn't there, it'd be at 0. That has to be 3 months current as we build score and add history to it. That's the ultimate goal. And we can get you to the 750 score, by the way. Any problem, American Express or Chase. We'll need to know these, answers to these questions. So we got to get you some credit. We got to get you starter cards. Starter cards are going to be $300 to $500 to $1,000. 2 or 3 of these, and we build you the bigger ones. But again, you're rebuilt. You get $1,000. That's easy. Then we're done. See, the problem with you and everyone's like you and all of you is if I rebuild you and get that $1,000 and we're done, I don't think we're done. I don't think we're ever done, because the problem is I don't want you screwing this up again and again. And that's the whole problem you've had. All right, you keep playing the up and down show. There's no reason to do that, ever. You tend to be your worst enemy, so we got to stop that as we play this game. The ultimate game of business is winning the game of business. So let's look at the next one from there. Very simple. Here we have literally a little bit of everything. We have number 6098. Okay, 600 scores. All right, no inquiries, keep it that way. And everything's in collections. All that collection crap. Okay, and then we have other ones that are still open. Let's pretend we're going to listen 100%. If Rapid blocks crap on collections and we balance the score over here and I push you up and I get you a $100,000 credit card, all right, you might have to negotiate some of those crappy, things you screwed up, or they're going to charge them off. Again, what do we need to do? It's to rebuild. Again, it's never repair. It's not broken. It's screwed up because you screwed it up. And I know there's always a reason. You have an emergency, whatever it is, or lost a job. You should have known about credit in the first place. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we'll need to know that as well. Okay, so here we have basically it says no across the board. Great. Okay, when did these people sign up? They signed up analytical. It's no problem. All right, so you're basically new to the program from there, 514 this year. Fantastic. So again, what we want to do is make sure this person understands that number has been assigned to you and your specialist, so you got to understand what needs to be done next. Okay, and then we blow up the next one again. Here we have number 6097. You're below 500. A lot of collection crap. Okay? You've got to block it and build it up. You have no revolving credit. Rapid will block. And my question about Chase, American Express, you really screwed them up. They're right there. It's right there on collections. So literally we got a big mess. So we have to go around and rebuild you. The only way you're ever going to get American Express or Chase ever again is the division of you under a corporation. If not, we just have to build other cards. So how much credit does this person get? So it's just a rebuild. Then we say you get credit. So maybe we're just going to rebuild you. Priscilla's your specialist. And that's what we're looking at today. So again, what do? Some of these, you realize, again, jacked up or not enough credit. And then Rapid's going to help. And they should have a corporation and get those processed. See, corporation's going to replace you. It has to because you screwed you up. And that's what the problem is. So when you talk to your specialist and say, I want to increase to 25 to 100,000, it makes sense. That's why I say for $999, what do you get to do? You get to get a corporation. You get to play with me in classes for 90 days. And that's very simple, level 1 in setup. And then we also give you 10,000 of credit. See, it's easier to balance a card at 10,000 than it is $500. All right, that's a shitty limit, sorry to say, but it's true. What do? We always remember corporations are what? Right there, legal person, not here to be sapient attorney. If I have to reduce debt, what do? Supply credit into cash. And that's the solution for problem. Again, what do? I want to set up the credit report dashboards for you, Experian, Transit, and Equifax, under tax ID versus your SSN. And that's the ultimate goal. The goal is to call your specialist on Tuesday, not Monday because Monday's a holiday, 800-254-9506. Always call after 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every morning at 7:30 in the morning, I have a mandatory and an 8:30 meeting called Setting the Tone for the Day. I set the tone because I'm involved in everything that I do. Everything. So the goal. So here we have the next one here. Very simple. They have a 449 score, so 450s. Sucks. They have shitty credit. What do we do now? All right. There's no magic wand. Well, we have to realize this is 6096. Your rebuild, you're going to get 10,000 in credit. Chris is your specialist. Okay. So here we have no inquiries. Keep it that way. Here we screwed up Chase. It's right there. All right. Any American Express, right? It says you screwed up both. Okay. Division of me would be what needs to be done in the future. Corporation help rebuild you and rebuild these things as well. And we have to start somewhere. Starter cards. Sorry. The starter cards are 3,000 to 5,000. No, they're 300 to 500. Then 3,000 to 5,000 are cards. We have to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. But your replacement should be corporation and divisions, which you probably should have did a long time ago. So we know about Chase American Express. All right, and your specialist name is who? This is Chris. So Chris basically will be your specialist. Call him on Monday. And that is number 6096. Okay, from here, the next one we have 5920. 5920, you're in 655, 644. See, here's what Credit Karma is. They got 2 damn reports. That doesn't help me. I need to see all 3. Credit Karma should have been fired a long damn time ago. No phone number to help people. All right, that's why you need to be a member of Analytical 750. Get all 3 scores, because that's what you need. Okay, from here we have no revolving, no inquiries. Keep it that way. We have a Chapter 7 bankruptcy that was filed basically a year ago, 2024. Did you seal your record so no one can show it up on your file? See, there's a company called Statewide out there that reports it to the credit bureaus. Credit bureaus don't talk to courts. All right, but again, you could seal that record so it didn't show up. See, it's called the Federal Protection Act bankruptcy. It's public record. But I'm not here to be an attorney. Your choice is to understand how to play the game. So as we go through this again, all right, talk to George. He's your specialist on Monday. This is 5920. Any problem, American Express or Chase, were they in the bankruptcy or not? I need to know the answer to that question. As we look at the next one here, what do we look at? It is basically 6095. It's a rebuilt. All right, you get a bonus card for $500. Let's understand something. I've always tried to give you up to 10 times your money you put into a program. This person paid $500, okay, $500 in a special program, and they're getting $500 back. I want to reimburse you your money back through personal business credit. That's always been my goal and plan. Don't worry, no one does this on the planet Earth besides me. So here we have your specialist is Jake. Your 519s, okay, no problem. We have a couple of collections to go around. We now have an inquiry. When did you sign up? Look at the sign up date at the top. Okay, same time you acquired the same day. Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't screw up and wrap a rescore and crash it. Here we have some credit. Here we have some balances of 0. Navy, thank you for your service. Whoever gave you that service for them too. I can line up Navy up to 50,000 line of credit and credit cards up to 50,000 as well, as long as you have a 550 score. So here we have to just balance the debt a little bit, get to the 550, line you up, give you the rules and tools, and get a line of credit to build you the right way this time. See, every one of you didn't build yourself the right way because you didn't know any better. The excuse is I didn't know any better. The reality is I've been out there 49 years, live, in person, or online. So I find that as an excuse. But again, that's up to you. Okay, so from here, that's what we need to do. Next one here we have, all right, we have basically a 687. This is 6094. Okay, and you get a rebuild, you get 25,000 of credit. Good, at least we got some skin in the game here. See, that's why I want to get you 100,000. 25 is at least it's good. So what do? Scores go up. There's no inquiries. Good. So here's a good client right here. All right, they got one card that's big, they discover, or they have 2 discovers. Good. The rest are little cards. I call them little cards. If we balance this, I can push them to 760 in basically 60 days. At the same time, I can get the corp and the divisions for them. They don't have a problem with American Express and Chase. American Express can be up to unlimited $100,000 to $1 million. Pay their time limit as well. We can rebuild this person. But if I'm going to do this and they're going to listen and learn, they should be going after 100,000 of credit, by the way. Because that's what we need to balance it. Then the corporation do the same thing. But again, it's up to you. Talk to Chris, and I believe in communication is the key to success anyway. So next we have 5875. It's a rebuilt. Jake, okay. Again, you get no credit. You got a bonus card. You have a Navy. That $500 card could be secured or unsecured. Probably secured. Okay, you have one little collection item to go around. Goal is we need to build credit. I got you a card for $500 on January 27th. Okay, where's the $500 card? What happened to it? It should be showing up by now. So what happened? Did you not give them a driver's license, utility bill? We need to know these things. We need to position this correctly because I already got you a card. And the reality is it looks like you don't even get a card. And I did it as an extra bonus for the heck of it anyway. Talk to Jake on Specialist on Tuesday. That's number 5875. Let us know if you screwed up American Express or Chase. Next we have a 621 score. We have a 5969. Okay, you're rebuilt, rapid, and 10,000 credits. Chris is your specialist. No problem. We have no inquiries. Keep it that way, please. You have Chase and collections, any American Express and collections. Right over there it is. So I guess we got both of those screwed up. So the answer on both of those, you screwed them both up. You have credit union, you have a Capital One. If we can reduce the debt or increase the limits, I can still push you up to 750, go around the collections, rebuild you, hopefully design a corporate divisions for you as well. If you would have had auto income in the first place, all of you would have never had this problem. All right, bad credit is because of lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid. Unfortunately, half the world's freaking lazy. Next one, please. So as we look at these pieces, it's like here's 6039. Here we have a Capital One. It's $2,500, no problem. All right, it's a million in the making. If you ever see MIM, it's millionaire in the making. That's our goal. And they get basically 100,000 in credit. Brandy's our floor supervisor. It shows you have no TransUnion. Could be an address problem. We'll look at that as well. Again, you should be part of Analytical 750 to get all 3 scores, but it's up to you. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we need to know. I went after American Express on 4/18/2025, okay, and the reason they didn't get it is because they have no activity to their bank account. All right, I memorize all these cases most of the time anyway, so again, we can go after it again to go get that card. But usually we want at least 2 or 3 things active on that account anyway. So again, talk to Brandy. If you notice the Rapid's pushing your score up, all right, that's the way you can tell if a Rapid's working, it's going up. Even when you have things that are not good or positive, it still goes up. All right, next one for there, please. Here we have 524, 581, 520. You got 6106 is their number. Rebuilt, Rapid, 10,000 of credits. Chris is your specialist. And you have no inquiry. Good. So let's watch. Capital One, we have a Chase, and we have American Express. So the American Express, that $200 card, is that secured or unsecured? The next is the Chase, and then the Capital One. Capital One, again, go online and increase the limit by asking on the dashboard, no inquiry. The only 2 things we could do is reduce the debt or increase the limit. If we have to, there's different ways to create money or supply to cash. Reduce the debt, I'll push it to 750. Here's a person in 90 days that can have $1 million of credit from corporations, divisions, if they do what they're told on their personal side. You have to be a qualified CFO to be able to go get corporate credit in the first place. All this crap, you can get under the tax ID. If you can, if you're lined up correctly, yes. In most cases, the answer is no. There's another one where they don't look at your personal credit. If you read the small print, it says we don't use your personal credit to see if you qualify. When they want to run it, they do use your personal credit. Again, all right, bad information on TikTok, YouTube, and Google. So here, what do we have? So the next one here, we have very simple. All right, we have basically a 6105. It's a rebuild. You get 10,000 credits. Chris is your specialist. And we pray that you do everything you're told to do. No inquiries, good, keep it that way. We have collections, no problem. We have no revolving credit. Rapid goes into place, pushes you up. I build 3 starter cards. All right, now understand, you have basically online right now, you have 3 ding-dongs. You need a Capital One secured credit card. You gotta stop. Capital One secured to be an inquiry. That's BS. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about. If you ever need a card, look at me and I'll get you the card. If I can't get you the card and you don't want me to, it's Open Sky card. The Open Sky card is no inquiry. You put $200 on the card, you spend $25. So I'd rather go with no inquiry. Is that okay? Since they don't know what they're talking about, that's why they say, oh, Capital One. No, that's an inquiry. So again, I got to rebuild you, revolving credit, 3 starter cards, build you up and away. Any problem, American Express or Chase. The ultimate goal is Rapids in place. Again, it's good till 10/1/2025. And the bottom line is you should be going to class. And if I was you, I'd basically go after that 100,000 of personal credit because you don't have any. And then some for the corporation as well. But that's what I'd tell you to do. But again, it's up to you. Next one from there, if you basically, again, want to, increase up to 10,000, get a corp, get in all these pieces, go to class, get stuck with me more, you would sell $9.99. Talk to the specialist as well. And what you're going to find yourself is a corporation in class level 1 and set up with me. You're stuck with me every step of the way. So again, a corporation is a legal person. It's very simple to understand that. What do we do if we have to take supply to cash? We solve a problem. We reduce debt. There's the goal. From here, I'm going to set up the dashboards under tax ID through the corps and the divisions for you if you allow me to. Again, I always want you to talk to your specialist all the time. And this week it would be Tuesday next week because of the holiday on Monday. 800-254-9506. Don't have a specialist? Call, sign up, and get one of the specialists. All you have to do is subscribe on the bottom here and get a hold of me. All right, our whole team will help you every step of the way. That's the goal. See, the ultimate goal for all of us is to repackage you. All right, I'm going to tell you credit repair is crap because it really is. It doesn't really work. might move a couple things here and there, but it come back again and again. But if your goal is to rip off your creditor, then go for it, I guess. Rebuilding you like Humpty Dumpty would make more sense. But what do we get to do? Repackage you and rebuild you and win the game of business. Every one of you today, if you had to reduce debt, you could have made $1,000. I've had Billy, who was homeless. I met him out of the B of A on the floor, literally laying there, okay? But again, what did I do? Rebuilt him, 800 score, and $1 million company now. So you could do referrals to make money to reduce your debt. That's not hard to do, pretty simple. So we get to play the game to win, and that's the ultimate goal. All right, that's why we have a referral program. We have an affiliate program, the ultimate goal. Just remember something. I've been out there 49 years helping people online or in person. So we have the ability to repackage anybody if they want to repackage. But again, it's a choice as we play to win the game of business. So the ultimate goal today will be up to you what you want to do next. See, if I rebuild your credit, and that's what we do, that's great. But what happens next? If you want, we can get you that auto income, the process of getting all these pieces, and that's the ultimate goal as we do all these pieces. So when it says you want to be a millionaire, I hear this online all the time, and I watch these people talking, I'm rich, I got to stop. They're not rich, they're corporations. They're confusing the world. So again, I don't want you to be rich. I want you to have a corporation, let the corporation be rich. I want you to have a corporation with 9 divisions. Every division can replace the liability off of the corp and you. Every division can have $100,000 to $1 million of credit. Every division can own a Wendy's restaurant, a McDonald's, a storage unit, an apartment complex. See, there's what you should have done in the first place. You kind of blew it. But I'd like to rebuild you if you allow me to. Division process today. Okay, it's very simple. Holiday weekend. Whatever excuse you want me to use, it's very simple and very blunt and honest. 9 divisions are $9.99 today. Okay, it's a break even for us. We lose a little bit of money. I want to partner with people. I want to line them up so I get them all my escrows going. See, I'm not going for billionaire again and again. I'm going for trillionaire. That would be the goal for me because I already did billion at 21 and 26 and on and on. So again, that's through corporate structure, of course. What do? There's your Zell. You call the office, you have specialists waiting for you to talk to you now, and you don't procrastinate at all. You step up to the plate. $100,000 today, I'm giving it away for $5,000. $200,000, I'm giving it for $7,000 today, if it was done today. But if it's okay if you put it off, okay. You just pay more, that's all you have to understand. They're not gonna honor the price. If they did, I have to fire them. It's during a broadcast, now, or call them now. Simple, no excuses. So the ability to play the game or call the office right away. That's why I always say Zell, now. As we play this game, let's understand, the goal is to win the game of business. I turned it as a game as a kid because I didn't know any better. I didn't know what else to do because when you play a game, you try not to cheat. That's how I looked at it. We're sitting there playing poker or backgammon or whatever we're going to play or even pool. We're not going to try to cheat. So the goal is very simple. If we do this correctly, we get to play. I'd like you to become a puppet master. And again, what does that mean? All right, winning the game of business. What do? Very simple. All right, I have 1,000 rich and famous people to turn into a puppet master. I've lined them up every step of the way. All right, so the ultimate goal, they don't bring the pain where? Home. See, even rich and famous people go through, oh shit. And we got choices to play this game and we get to win. So again, what happens is very simple. 46 days, business days. Yes, they're business days. The way we did this, Ken Yarbrough and I and all these people that created behind the scenes of TRW came Experian, we looked at basically the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's public record. It says 30 days for a process of a dispute. Then it says 15-day grace period. And we want to follow off one more day. So every 46 days, your system recalculates, and that's really the truest score you can find yourself to have. Shaq is a puppet master. Okay? He plays the game and wins the game of business. Buffett's a puppet master. All right? Very simple. Okay? And what do? I'm a puppet master. All right? Here's 2 buildings and 2 cars here, and that's 1,013 divisions. I don't want to bring the pain to the corp or my family, and that was my ultimate goal. I don't want to bring the pain home. I didn't have a home as a kid. So I figure if I get a wife and I got 6 kids and a bunch of grandkids, which I do, I don't want to bring the pain home to them. The reality is very simple. I want to protect my family, protect my assets. And that was my whole goal the whole time. That's how I designed the system that I did. And I have systems after systems and systems. And don't worry, a lot of those people that say be rich, they're my clients from past. I'm not going to capitalize on their names and all this crap, but they're clients. They take a little piece and act like they're a genius. My IQ is 203. I like to put them on stage and debate the hell out of them, but they won't take the challenge. So we could play the game and go after boring and steady. Boring and steady to me is very simple. I want to buy everything around your neighborhood. I want the Wendy's, I want the storage unit, the laundromat, the dry cleaner, the apartment complex. Somebody owns these things. They're owned by management companies. Why don't you do that? That's what I always did. It made sense. I remember buying my first storage unit, whole complex, when I was 19 with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis from the LA School Board. I just bought it because it's easy. I don't have to do a damn thing. Did you take a picture of that? This is Ray Reynolds, auto income. There's what I want to do for you. That's what we're going to do together. But again, that's up to $10,000, $100,000, $1 million a month. Are you willing to print it, laminate it, put it on your desk, your refrigerator, or your office? Again, it's up to you. There's no excuses. The only excuse you didn't want to try. If I build you corporate credit, would you put $25,000 in an escrow off a credit card? 50, 75? All right, again, all you have to do is maintain the payment. All right, what it's going to be? $500 a month, would you piss away $700 anyway? And the extra credit can maintain the bill anyway. See, it takes away all your excuses. I don't think excuses make sense. You see, that's why I wrote the books years ago called Bullshit Didn't Pay Your Bills, because it's true. Bullshit never pays your bills. The reality is very simple. Would you like 25, 50, or 75% of a project? Would you want to own a piece? Would you like to be part of an escrow and watch the auto income coming in, and you sit back and free up your time the way I designed it years ago when I created the original cash flow free up your time? Okay, that's the ultimate goal, but it's up to you. Done this since 1987. The goal is to what again? Win the game of business. Here's your checklist. Take a picture. If you're going to partner with me, you need everything on that list. We close an escrow, you get this much. You know it's going to be this much in 6 months, but it's this much right now. We have to build a reserve of 6 months, period. Reserve helps us get past all that. See, you back yourself in a corner. You didn't plan the problem. I have escrows in July, August, and September coming up. Would you like to play yet? Simple. As we play this game. Right now, all right, it used to be 100,000. 3 weeks ago, I offered it for 10 to see how many people wanted to play again and again. Some people stabbed up, some people made broken promises. So right now it's $30,000 to partner with me. I'm going to coach you every other week, and you're going to go to the boot camps for free. If you pay the $30,000, you get all the boot camps for free the whole year. Here we have it $19.99. And yes, to answer the question that's coming across, would I do it for 10 if it was done today with no excuses? That means you can sell a couple $1,000s now, lock it in, and on Tuesday bring the balance in. See, I want to take away excuses and give you the opportunity to play with me. And if you don't follow through, that's on you, not me. The goal is to win the game of business the way I designed it in the first place. So again, we have the 3-day event coming up. The 3-day event is going to be June. All right, basically as we structure this, 27, 28, 29. Online or in person. I only allow 25 people online and 25 people in the room because we open it up to talk to everybody. I don't need 1,000 people going blah, blah, blah in the audience, going blah, 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 hearing everybody's story. I mean, I can line them up and they can tell their story too, but is that helping you? I don't think so. I think what you need is someone holding your hand and telling you what to do every step of the way. This is how you become a true puppet master. There's the goal. Up to you again. So what are we going to do? Go through the 18 books and CDs. When it comes to the 3-day summit, very simple. It's going to cost you $5,000 for the summit, $5,000 for 50 grand. I'm putting it into one. $5,000, you get 50,000 credit, you get the summit as well. All right, but again, that's free if you partner with me anyway. So again, 5,000 of credit, that's 5,000. The summit's 5, that's 10. You basically get into the 10, and you get all these the rest of the year for free. Where's the excuse now? Again, you have none. As we do this, the blueprint call, by itself, it's $19.99. I discount it to $9.99. But again, that blueprint call is free if you partner with me, because I want to blueprint your whole life. I want to make sure you build a real legacy, and we understand each other pretty clear, because I'm going to be telling you what to do. All right, believe me, I have no hesitation in it. I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to listen and follow through. We're going to win the game of business. Now, I don't believe you have your time. I think your time controls you, and you're kind of just going through the motions, most of you. If you allow me, very simple, I am up every day at 2:25 in the morning, by the way. I'm at the office at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's just how I've always been since I was 2.5 years old. Being the money-making machine is you and me working together. What do? Boring and steady. My problem I had, all right, in the 80s is I had 53 million of credit and they're shrinking my limits. When I started loaning out money, I realized it's buckets of money. So I wrote my book, original one. So what happened is if you want to put money or credit into a bridge loan, you can do that. So it gives you your money back 1.5 times. So you make money off the money and you basically have an income. And that's called a bucket of money, and that's basically a bridge loan. You can put cash or a card into that. Makes sense. What do? If you want to get your feet wet a little bit, there's a mini coaching for $4 grand. Blueprint call after that, 10,000 of credit. I discounted to $19.99. Next, we have basically 6 weeks of coaching. You design what makes sense to you. 6 weeks. All right, what do? Blueprint call, 25,000 of credit. All right, all the classes with me, 90 days. Normally, it's billed out of $11,500. Right now, for me on the line with you, it's $4,000. If all of a sudden today you say you want to do coaching long term, 3 months, 6 months, a year, that's fine. Well, let's understand. This type of coaching is not partnering with me, because this is coming with credit. Okay? Again, if I'm going to give you credit as a bonus, you're not partnering with me. That's you building your business. See, 30% of the clients want to do their own and get their hands dirty. 70% want me to do all the work. If you partner with me in a 3 months coaching, we're going to daisy chain credit. We're going to go through all the steps, rules, and tools. Bi-weekly calls as well. And a 3 months coaching is going to cost you $5 grand. But I'm going to hand you 50,000 of credit. From there, a 6 months coaching is going to cost you 10, but I'm going to hand you 100,000 of credit. Building your business, what you're doing today. If it's basically 12 months, it's 20,000 and 200,000 of credit. Again, building your business, and I'm holding your hand, and you're going to be winning the game of business. It's a Zell. Again, what do? We call the office and be assigned a specialist. During a broadcast, they're allowed to write up the discounted prices during the broadcast. We have to look beyond the curtain every time. I looked at it this way. God gave me a gift. I have all the pieces that everybody keeps throwing these pieces out there. I got the whole pie. I make millionaires and billionaires all the time. The only question you got to ask yourself is you want to be next. But you'll be stuck with me every step of the way. We have no excuses. The only excuse is you didn't step up to the plate. Again, don't tell me I don't have the money or whatever. Again, work it out with the specialist. No excuses. I've been helping people like you for 49 years. Is it your turn or not? If not, if I rebuild you or you get yourself whatever, you're going to screw it up again and again. You've done it all your life. But not knowing the rules and tools I gave you today, you keep playing the up and down show. Simple. Me, I'm going to do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Your goal right now should be calling the office at 800-254-9506, or it's a Zell now. That would be the ultimate goal. I hope you took some good notes today and you listened and learned to rules and tools. My goal and my dream is to rebuild the United States of America. That's why I had Only in America I gave to Don King, incorporating you and repackaging America. I want to train the world. I want to train in my way. I believe you're wrong and I'm right. I believe their lack of knowledge is what screws you up. May I hold your hand so you master it every time, but it's up to you. So today I'm going to tell you flat out we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And the bottom line is, hope you call right away and have a blessed day. Oh, there's a question coming up. Okay, let's answer the question. Never leave anybody hanging. What's the question? That's what I said. If you Zell a deposit on anything, Hey, let's put it this way. I'm going to work with anybody who steps up and makes a commitment. You make a commitment with a specialist or me, and we're going to work with you every step of the way. Okay? And that's the goal. So yes, we'll work with anybody who's serious. Because if I said no, that wouldn't be right. My mission is to change the world, because I think they're doing it wrong. So hopefully they answer your question today. Have a safe holiday. All right? Hope that you zell right away and call the office right away, and have a blessed day.